In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a scale shift for a word on screen. I'm going to take the word push, which I typed in previously, and I'm going to add a frame and a layer for each step in my scale shift. So I've got one frame up with the word push in the middle of the screen. I'm adding a second frame, and I'm going to go duplicate the layer with the word push on it. So I'm selecting duplicate layer from the layers palette menu. And then I'm going to name it push step 1 so I can keep track of it. Now I'm going to go turn off the visibility of the first layer. And then I'm going to increase the scale of the layer I just duplicated slightly. I'm going to apply the transformation. And now I'm going to add another frame. I'm going to duplicate push step 1, turn off the visibility of that layer, push step 1. On the layer I just copied, I'm going to name it push step 2. And I'm going to transform this layer and increase its scale a bit more. And apply the transformation. So scale shifts require you to do both the work of the keyframes and the tweens. You have to do each minute step yourself, and you have to adjust and transform the object by duplicating and replicating that object throughout the animation. It's a bit more labor intensive than other steps, but it's the only way to get a smooth scale shift. I'll show you what it looks like to add a tween to a scale shift towards the end of the video, and you'll see how it's not really desirable. So again, I'm repeating the process. I'm creating a new frame in my timeline. I'm duplicating the layer that I want to transform in this frame, turning off the visibility of the previous layer that I was working on, transforming it, Now in this frame, I did not turn off the visibility of the previous layer, so you can see that it's still visible on screen. So in order for that to not show up, I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to play through my animation. So you can see I have a pretty smooth scale shift by adding in each layer individually and then duplicating objects and manipulating or transforming their size. Now, this is what it looks like when you add a tween between two frames in this process. So I'm adding 5 frames between. I'm going to go back and play it. You'll see that the previous frame is going to become slightly translucent and then shift up to the frame, the last keyframe in the process. That's something to consider. If you want to try tweens in a scale shift, you can, but that's the effect you're going to get. If you just want a simple scale shift, you'll have to do each step yourself by duplicating and adding a new frame.